But what to do with this little baby corral? He seems quite fond of you, almost as if you were his father. The Yellowjack is not fit to take care of a corral, especially when full grown. We simply cannot release him back into the wilds. I suppose there's only one option. Friend, I leave this baby corral in your capable hands. I'm sure you'll do what's best for him. Wouldn't it be actually useful for the Yellowjackets to have a corral, though? Imagine, they're going up against some pirate band, and they bring in the Yellowjackets and a fully grown corral. You know? It could be useful. Aren't they like aligned with like lightning abilities or something? Like can't they shoot lightning or something? I don't remember what they can do. I just remember them having something like, electricity based. So they could electrocute people. Living tasers. Come on. Think outside the box, man. Anyway, let's assign the extra skill point. 2 actually. Vitality's health, strength. So, and strength helps Lancers, right? Lancers... Actually, just mention the... secondary class, you get with the soul gem things. Maybe it's because I'm not high enough level for one, or maybe it's just because, they lead up from the other guys, so you should probably, if someone benefits a Dragoon, a Lancer, you'd probably assume it benefits the Dragoon, kind of thing. Oh, wait. Nope. Already have everything? Fine. Ready to fire! I keep my promises, adventurer, and you will keep your skills well honed, I see. I keep my promises, adventurer, and you keep your skills well honed, I see. A moment, I just received a dispatch. What? They weren't attacking Airport? Oh, that's... What? We're not important enough? They were just babies? Well... They were just babies? Well, you'd have to be lowered in a box of hair to fly at the cannon position, times being what they are. I suppose all's well that ends well, but I must admit I was looking forward to putting my training to real use. I didn't join the Maelstrom to break up brawls, and now I have to clean the cannon. To be honest, part of me is thinking, well, obviously they probably don't have the forces for it, but it would almost be a good idea for them to stage practice bouts, like load the cannon with confetti or something, or some beanbag equivalent for cannons. It's because she's got the training, but she's so jittery as fuck. So I'm just waiting for one day, on the Final Fantasy XIV TV that you have in all the bars, Sanoa of the Storm people, accidentally blasted off of Chocobo's head, thinking it was attacking a keep. It seems like a good idea. War games. It's a good idea. I think War Games is the right name anyway. Whatever. Storm Private Scenario smells of salt, malt, and bad ideas, and it appears intent on securing your services again. Well, I made a right mess of things the other day. Commander Falkbeard said she'd dock my pay if I pulled something like that again. At least I didn't get tossed in the brig like smell. I've been very chary since. You can be certain of that. I've little enough coin as is in the pay purse to slack my thirst with. But this time, there's a real tack on Airport, and off I go to arm the cannon. Save Airport from those bloodbaths on 4 legs, and we'll see what the commander has to say about my pay then. Adventurer, for Airport and glory. Slow down the horde. I'm certain to be ready by the time you sort of 5. That sound of like you've just smacking off the ground. Let's just say hi to this guy. You look like one of them adventuring folk, doing a bit of exploring, are you? Alright, just random person. How much longer? 20 minutes. I want to do the fucking main quest line. I'm not, like I said, I'm not a fan of this system. It's just a bit of a nuisance. Honestly, I don't think they could be too angry if she fired the fucking cannon at this bastard. Or if they all did. Close the gates, fire the cannon. Job done. Okay, one down. Put my mods at 5. Alright then. I really wish I had an AoE attack. I'm so used to WoW and whatnot. And, well, being high level in WoW, I should say. Like, I've played WoW for years now. Yeah, I have to keep that in mind. I've played WoW quite heavily. Since I started secondary school, so over 6 years ago, I've been playing WoW. So, yeah. For a bit of that time, I was on Palnai, actually. And, you know, my main. Ooh, I got some high-quality ammo signal. Yay. Another one down, and one more to go. Just need to make sure I don't aggro a big boy over there, because I'm, you know, well below its level. It's well beyond me. There we go. Just doing these to pass the time until this is done. There's not a tank, a healer, or another DPS in sight, it seems. The higher level I get, I'm sure the better it'll be. Like, I'm sure most people currently playing are just at the higher end of the spectrum. The sea calls to me. I ought to change into my bathing suit and go for a dip. Responsibilities be damned. Okay. The quest giver is just up here. Thinking while I'm waiting to do this Natasha thing, may want to head back to the other place. Something's warped since the other thing's cracked. Well, I certainly hope she's not loading this cannon, because from the sounds of it, it's going to explode in her face. Yuvan Ilport is a strategic location for the Maelstrom. We're prepared to defend it at all costs. Our cannons are ready to fire at the first sign of trouble. Might want to head back to Gardenia to get the what's with the fires over there? I have no idea. Head back to Gardenia to do the other thing. Get my Lancer quest for 15, because I'll probably get a nice Lance as a reward. Well slayed. Or do I mean slain? I shall need to know these things if I'm to be an officer. I've got the powder and ball loaded and primed. Now for the slow mark. Hark! A dispatch. Stand down, Fort Wit. Not I can. But sure these admantoises are clear and present. Hedgemows. You're certain. Well, but that's like an admantoise, except weak and not dangerous at all. Actually, I was seeing a bit from the new Final Fantasy game. It's, you know, the boy band going through the desert one. You fight an admantoise the size of a city. It's huge. Like, you see Limsa Lumnosa over there. It dwarfs that. It's huge. And they were saying it takes hours to kill it. People were assuming they must be in-game time. Because another claim was that it's going to take days to kill it. I doubt it would literally take 2 days, for example, to kill, like real time to kill it. That would be a little insane. But it's apparently burly. Here's hoping it's got a good reward for it. Why, oh why? Perhaps I've been cursed by some enemy. Not very likely for a mere storm private, second classer, no. Now the commander will dock my pay and leave my whistle dry as dust. Well, my good man, it is called Aleport. I've spent a deal of time admiring the undersides of many tavern table, I can tell you that. What? Could it be that my humours are out of bounds from a sulphate of ale? And thus I see it now. There's excess of blood, which has overfed my martial zeal. Dram Karen, your learned ways have shown me the light. Much thanks. I now go to receive a leeching. For those who don't get what she's referring to, people used to talk about humour as being out of line. People were like of a choleric temperament or melancholic, and they would eat a certain diet that suited their humours or whatever. And if their humours were out of line, it led to negative effects. And I believe leeching was one of the solutions for it. Also, I remember they talked about it a bit on Horrible History, not Horrible Histories, I'm sure they did there as well, but I was going to say Supersizers, and not the one where the guy ate a ton of McDonald's or Burger King or whatever. The one with the BBC that did, actually I've been hearing some chat about the BBC recently, that they were like editing interviews to make people say something different. Don't know if it's true, that's just what someone, they claimed to have an interview and they claimed it was with the BBC and they claimed it was edited. I don't know anything beyond that. But there's 2016 is just like, I'm starting to doubt everything. Like, my own existence, you know? That's how bad 2016 has been. But anyway, the Supersizers, them, Giles, something or other, and Sue Perkins, they eat the diet and dress the dress of people from a certain time period within, and social class within English history. They did upper class Romans, they did lower class people during, like, or maybe middle class people or whatever it was during the Blitz. They did, different things during. Actually, I remember hearing it's not proper to be mentioning class anymore, but I don't care. But some teacher was claiming that, but at the same time they're claiming, oh, theatre was the Greeks' religion. It's much like claiming that, going to Mecca is the fate of Muslims, not as in it's their fate, someone's fate, a compulsive drinker to die of alcohol poisoning. That's their fate, as in, the religion. The religion of Muslims is Mecca, or the religion of Christians is a church. No, it's a special thing relating to the religions, or I suppose prayer will be more important, but whatever. Will be a better example. But you get my point. Basically, the teachers, despite being English teachers, not great with words, surprisingly. But, anyway, the Supersizers, I would advise people check it out, it's a good show. They talk a bit about humours, and I vaguely remember, it was unrelated to humours, but I remember Giles putting his, covering his head with a cord and having his face in a bowl of herbs and whatnot. It was a medicine thing. I think it was to get humours realigned, but I can't be sure. I think also, beyond humours and like the dietary things, it was also certain activities. If you weren't of a certain humour, they were bad for you, kind of thing. But I honestly don't know. That kind of thing is like beyond me. I just do not remember. Anyway, what? I already read that. Complete the request. Awan and listless Sinoa has for you a new request. The first it doesn't involve slaying half a dozen beasts. Walk of shame. Greetings, Rumkren. We delivered this in my stead to Camp Skull Valley. It's my report to Commander Falk Branda. I was as plain spoken as it could be. I was going to report in person, but for some reason I barely had the strength to visit the barber for leechings, let alone make the trip to Skull Valley. She's obsessive. She's like, guard the place, so she sees everything as an enemy. And then, to cure her seeing everything as an enemy, she gets compulsive leechings. No wonder she's no strength. I don't suppose I'll be spared a dock and I don't suppose I'll be spared dock and pay. You don't think they would clap me in the brig, do you? Probably was wondering, did I not fully read a line there or whatever. But whatever. I'll swing over to the camp, and I will careless carrier and yellow jacket. The west road's not safe this far for Ul'dah. Ha 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 ha. Yellow jacket humor, no doubt. New. Can I talk? Oh, okay. Drowned crofter. This could be something of interest. Did you hear that? And drowned crofter runs up. Ahaha, right into me hands. Freebooters, keep them away. What does it look like I'm doing? How about 'em, lads? You keep what you kill. Oh, and this is the start of this. A letter carrier tasked with delivering messages from soldiers in the front lines back to their loved ones. Lumnosa is being harassed by bandits who seek to claim the personal effects of closing the packages, slay the perpetrators, and defend the young man. I'm a bit actually low level for this, but I'll help out. It does mean I get a lower reward, but maybe I'll level up after these end. I won't level up in time. Oh, so I think with all these AoEs, he's probably gonna die. Throw it down. If only I was one level higher. It's extra ain't it? Plus I need still dawdle till this is done. More than 30 minutes. Christ. Again, why it's probably not the best of idea to have this as, you know, as a gate for, you know, main quest line, you know? It's just a bit annoying, that's all. Seems the carrier can't heal. Like I guess they have potions or something on them. The yellow jacket, not so much. And I got a single kill off them. Come on, kill it. How much more? One maybe? Two at the most. The drowned crofter is still here for some reason. I'll make sure to wet my claws for next time. Now, before we must move before they return. Return, oh 12 preserve. They just boot it. Well, I guess no one's getting their letter today. So what did I get? I can't just scroll. Oh, fuck it. 32 gil and I could think a few hundred XP. No, it was higher, a few thousand, I guess. Should actually use this slow, that will be beneficial. I think I only need this and one more enemy to kill, and then I have all the poison I need. Oh, that's just a lantern. I thought it was someone taking a strange pose just standing over there. No, nothing quite that weird.